All right, I'm going to have a go at the Guardian's Everyman crossword. Comes out every week, set by Everyman. I was warned in a comment on last week's from Mike that this is a bit beefier than last week's. That worries me. Anyway, let's see how beefy it is. Take 2 buses back, 1 interminable. That's about right. To outskirts. Well, the first word I'm thinking of for outskirts would be suburb because it has at least one SUB back or bus BUS backwards is sub. Oh yeah, and then the other BUS is interminable, missing its S, and it goes around R for right. Okay, that's not too bad. Banksy's materials, stone and pencils, not principally. I think we're going to drop the first letter of something. I mean, could it simply be ST for stone and then pencils without the P? Or yes, he does use stencils a lot, doesn't he? All right, how about a bit of hubbub, a din, a geezer, offering banter beginning with B. Well, there's a lot of B's in hubbub. I think if we start with the last one, we get badinage. That's a word you don't hear too often these days. Let's all try to use badinage in the next week. All right, how about take apart so as to understand Lenerb? I have no idea what Lenerb is. Take apart. Yeah, all 15 letters. Yes. Oh, I do see Lenerb as Brunel backwards, and Isambard Kingdom. Wasn't that his first 2 names? Didn't he design a load of bridges? I think he was an engineer. Yeah, I think it can't be a coincidence that it's Brunel backwards. But take apart so as to, can it be an anagram of that? We do have an R. Yeah, I think there has to be something backward. I'm sure it's going to be very clever, but I don't quite see it. All right, let's go back to the acrosses. Envisages crumbly pie crust. Ooh, I think crumbly might be an anagram indicator. Pie crust has 8 letters. That it means envisages. So I think the S will come at the end. Pictures, I think. Yeah, there we go. All right. Object. Every man has salad, or object. But I think the object might be ending, or I think end is going to the end you have in mind. And then every man. Oh, I think no, I think it's an endive. So every man has, he might say, I have, which can be shortened to IVE. Yes, I'm not exactly sure what an endive is, but I presume it's something to do with salad. Oh, so now, oh, reverse engineer. Oh, that is very clever, and that would mean to take something apart so that you can understand it and maybe build it yourself. Yeah, that's a great one, reverse engineer. All right, emphasizes anxieties. Seems like a double definition. Oh, stresses, I think. Oops, 2 S's, there we go. Uncooperative quite the opposite. Ooh. Um, is it a word that, yeah, means cooperating, but somehow you might break it apart to make it mean uncooperative? I'm thinking like con as the beginning, meaning against. Congress? No, I don't see it. Seaman, perhaps on leave, a rest. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not sure what the definition. Seaman is usually part of wordplay. AB or something like that. Arrest. Absent? No, I don't get that. All right, heartless hello. Daggers brandished. Daggers drawn. Um, well, I'm seeing we have the word loggerheads would fit, which I think if you are at daggers drawn with somebody, you're at loggerheads with them. And it's an anagram of daggers plus hello minus the middle L. All right. All right. Misbehavior characteristic of the 2000s, you say. Oh, people sometimes call the first decade the noughties. And so I think it's, yeah, going to be a homophone. Oh, I think naughtiness maybe might be a misbehavior characteristic. And so, oh, I think misbehavior is naughtiness. And then punningly, you might say a characteristic of the 2000s was its naughtiness with an O. And it's a homophone, which means we can then get naughtiness with an A. All right, a professor is Greek. That's lovely. Oh, I like that one. I think it's a plus a professor is a don. Is literally is. And the definition is Greek. That's lovely. Is it Adonis? Adonis? Anyway. All right, Poirot's one. That's been had by Jupiter. Well, Poirot's first name is Hercule. I'm wondering if maybe the definition is Poirot's one and it's Hercules. And oh, I think in mythology, Hercules was had by Jupiter. Are they the same? Maybe is he the son of Jupiter? Let me pause and check that. I should know it. Yes, of course, Hercules was the son of Jupiter. All right, how about posh comedian, I won't react? Ooh, posh comedian, I won't react. Something like deadpan. I have at the back of my head a feeling of deja vu with this clue. Stone face, but posh. Oh, posh, of course, can be you. I won't react. No. Act as inspiration for puzzle. If you're an inspiration for someone, you're their muse. So I think it's be muse. Perpetual child's play. I want to say never end. But it must be some game that children play. No, I don't see it. Here we get our trademark everyman clue. with the primarily at the end telling us to take the first letters of please raise one stein in toasting. Oh, I think that's one of his best. Prosit, cheers in some language. Is it German? I'm not sure. Let me look it up. So Prosit apparently is the Latin word meaning be well, and then the German Prost derives from that. All right, we're finished with the acrosses. Where did I leave off with the... Oh, I looked at hardly any of the downs. All right, Greek character. Well, surely it's audio. Sorry, iota. And then it's hidden within audio type. All right. It's safe to chase articles needing rewriting. All right, I'm wondering if it's going to be an anagram of to chase articles, and it's going to mean it's safe. The something in clear. Oh, the coast is clear, I think would mean it's safe. I like that. All right. Whispering sound Bertrand heard. Is it plastic Bertrand? I don't know, but I think... Yeah, I think... yeah. And I, for some reason, I read it in a French accent. I thought we were going to have a French homophone, but it's English. It's Bertrand Russell. And it sounds like his last name, but it's the whispering sound would be a Russell. All right. Framed elite soldiers that man had. So I think it's framed. I know you can have a sash. We've had sash before as the frame of a window. And so it's SAS, or the elite soldiers. And that man had would be heed, H-E-D. All right, classical musician reworked her opus. All right, an anagram of her opus. Yeah, let's use the anagram helper. I presume it's going to be a composer, but Orpheus. Yeah, so I think classical as in the classics, mythology, Orpheus in the underworld. But I think, was he a musician? All right, I'm going to pause and look at Wikipedia again. Yes, a legendary musician, prophet, bard of Greek mythology. All right, I'm not going to get anything else. Oh, contrary. Oh, so actually it's a double definition, I think. If you're being uncooperative, then you're being contrary, which also means quite the opposite, on the contrary. Contrary, contrary, okay. Here's our seaman, perhaps on leave, a rest. I don't think it's a hidden clue. No. Yeah, I still don't get that. All right, not unknown for Hazel to follow hip hop artist. All right, so I think it's going to mean not unknown. And then I think we're going to have a short hip hop artist followed by Hazel. So a word for brown, I suppose. Hazel. Not unknown, like lauded, famed. Yeah, I don't see it. All right, you can't buy those who've betrayed their principles. Okay. You can't buy those. Oh, sellouts, I think. Yeah, so something that has sold out, you can't buy it, but people who have betrayed their principles. All right. In resort, which of course could also be resort, easiest to be bored by island, in my opinion. So I think it's the word easiest, and that is going to be bored or have an I inside it. I for island. Actually, it might be IS, and it's going to mean, in my opinion, so I think it's as I see it. Easiest has two S's, which we have in as I see it. So I think we're only boring the letter I for island. All right. Those two orphans, and then the bottom left. Tom likes this brief sleep, a becoming one. A becoming one. I don't know. I think of catnap. Tom can be cat. And this brief sleep would be a nap. But what's the likes this? I'm going to put in catnap, but I don't quite get it. Uh, let's try the solver hazard, certainly. Well, the solver is us, but from everyman's point of view, I think it would be you. So I think certainly is going to be the definition. Something like you bet, but we're going to have a word for hazard after you. Oh, I think if you hazard a guess, maybe you are betting. Not sure about that. All right, priest raised, sick in France, ace. Oh dear. So I think in France, if you're sick, you are mal or have mal de mer, something like that, some kind of sickness. And if you reverse that, if you raise it, you get LAM, and then ace can be represented by the letter A, as you'd see on a playing card. And so a priest might be a llama. So I'm wondering if this could be posh comedian. I'm thinking something like nobleman might be posh. How about perpetual? It's a perpetual child, the boy who never grew up, and it's a play, Peter Pan. All right, so I'm thinking catnap is right. I'm not crazy about that, but probably because I don't fully understand it. A becoming one. Yeah, I'm wondering if you replace the A with an I. Yes. So I think it's actually catnip. I think so. I think the definition is Tom likes this. A cat likes catnip. A brief sleep is a catnap, but you change the A to an I. Woo! I nearly messed that up. I wonder if that's what Mike was talking about. A little bit of a hazard there, hidden in a cell that only has one word through it. All right, posh comedian, I won't react. No, let me think about that some more. Here's not unknown. Yeah, what's going to come between the H and the E? I often end up, trying to think about what letters might fit in. I can definitely see an I could go in there. Oh, but could it be something like a CHT? Yeah, I think I'm going. I hate to do it for the Everyman crossword, but I think I'm going to go to wordplays.com and see what 7 letter words might fit in here. Ah, this is a very fiendish one. Yeah, I don't think I would have worked it out without looking at wordplays. I saw Raphael and I thought, well, he's an artist. So could the definition simply be the last word artist? And then I realized, yeah, we hip hop can be rap. And then following that, we have Hazel, but without the letter Z, which can represent an unknown in mathematics. So there we go. That is very beefy, to say the least. All right, what are we going to have then between the L and the E? Well, I'm wondering if arrest could be lie. Um, oh, so I'm wondering if leave could be go. Ah, yes, and then we have a lie, and it's David Seaman, uh, whose name always made us laugh. England goalkeeper, right? Anyway, yeah, another very tricky, misleading clue, but I love those. All right, could it be? Oh, there is a comedian called Noble. Um, I can't think of his first name. Noble. So then, if the definition is posh and noble is comedian, oh no, posh comedian is probably just noble. Oh, it's oh my goodness. No, I think it's there may be a comedian called Noble, but I think if you're a comedian, you're a bit of a gas man. And so something that in chemistry won't react might be a noble gas. Yeah, for the most part, I thought this was fairly straightforward, but there were definitely a few very tricky ones in there. All right, we don't have any check this button for the everyman, but we will find out next week if I was right. If you spot any errors, let me know down below. Thank you as always for watching and have a great day.